Hey y'all, this is really weird. I'm on my iPad, so I'm like sitting here and yeah, it's way different because it's flipped. I don't know. It's all weird, so I'm like, but I decided to use my iPad today. Man, I look like hell. I guess I've been up since 5:30, so it's what it is. I actually showered, redid my lashes, got everything done. Hey, Rebel Rose. Hey, accounting bad day. Hope you guys are having a good day. I was just finishing out my to-do list today. I have had a crazy day. This week is crazy. If you guys actually saw my schedule, you guys would probably shit your pants. Um, it's been insane. You want to hear the fun part of my day? You guys will get a good laugh out of this. Hey Peace, hey Grandma Sherry, hey Marcy, Lurker, hey Revival. Um, Revival already knows this. Her and Am got to hear this morning. So I woke up this morning and I was like, I know I have a dental appointment today. It's in my calendar. And I made, mind you, I made most of these appointments in September when we first moved here. So I was like, you know, no big deal. I have looked all over hell for that stupid piece of paper that has the dental office name and address on it. And you would have thought I would have gotten a call, like a reminder call or something. Nope. No call, no email. I can't figure out what dentist it is. So I called like a bunch of different dental offices to figure out. I finally gave up. They'll call when I miss the appointment and I'll reschedule it. But I was like, this is ridiculous. I did my colonoscopy yesterday. Hey, Zoya. Yeah, this is weird. I have you guys propped up here, so you guys might fall over. But I finally just gave up. I was like, screw that. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not looking for it anymore. So then I had to reschedule some appointments. Then I've been trying to find case management for my girls. And so I've been going through and making phone calls. I got my mammogram rescheduled. Then we had therapy with Alana's new therapist today via telehealth. So that went well. Hey, everybody. Anyways, it's just been a wild day, but I'm sitting here trying to like function in my brain and I'm like tapped out between everything. I have got so much going on this week. I've got a doctor's appointment Thursday. Kenzie has an endocrinologist appointment and her colonoscopy. My girls went back to school today. So one rode the bus to school. The other one stayed home. We did therapy. Then I took her to school, dropped her off. Then I came back home. I managed to get dinner out. But this is where you guys come in. I need brains. Hey, everybody. This is what you guys are doing. So because we've been out of school, I need my grocery list done. So you guys are going to keep me company. I have to finish out meal planning I'm just going to do it in a week by week. We're trying something new so I can like buy fresh veggies. And if meat is on sale, then I'll buy it in advance. If not, and then I'll fit it in, like use it when it's on sale. Hey, Lurker. Oh my gosh, Lurker. Hey, Clemson girl. That is absolutely no joke. Lurker, I don't know what state you're in. One of my really good friends that's what she does for a living. She's in Cali. If you need resources and don't put that in here, but if you need me, she's in California and I could connect you to her because that's what she does for a living. If that would be of use. If not, no worries. But if I can be of any assistance and connect you, let me know. I'm no help. I don't cook. I know I'm accounting by day. Sorry, you guys are propped up here. So I'm like looking at that. Yes, email me because I can connect you and she might have some good resources for you. I need to start a new email, you guys. I've been ignoring my emails because I'm just so fucking sick of the bullshit. Okay, so tonight I'm barbecuing. So we're having steak because I have steak in my freezer, baked potatoes, So I got my steak out, salad, and garlic bread because that's all stuff I had on hand. Okay, and then, so here's my options. What I have on hand. I have hamburger. I have ribs. I have pork tenderloin. I have bacon. Hold on. Let me go look for one more thing. I know. I need a grocery shop too. That's what I'm like. I need help to decide what we're doing. I still have a lasagna. I made breakfast burritos. I got that done. I have bacon too. Okay. So I have bacon also. So tonight we're having steak. So I don't want to do ribs tomorrow because steak tonight. Maybe I'll make baked potato soup tomorrow. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because I have bacon already. Let me see. Hold on. Pause. You guys are downstairs at my desk with me too. I need cheddar cheese soup. Okay. I could totally do baked potato soup tomorrow because it's cold. I still have some frozen. Hey, happy life. Yes. Clemson girl. I freeze it in pound packages, but I have a 2-pound package. I do still have a frozen lasagna too. I just need to get through the rest of the week. If I do the pork tenderloin in the crock pot tomorrow, then I could do part of the pork tenderloin as like pot roast instead of a beef roast. You take and use the pork tenderloin and throw potatoes, carrots, onions, all of that stuff in it too. I love this island too. You guys are just here for emotional support because Becky's tapped out mentally. I'm like, and it's going to be a long week. So Thursday, I'm going to be all over hell. So I need to have something done in the crock pot that I don't have to like do anything with. Kenzie can't eat tomorrow. She's on colonoscopy clean out tomorrow. Look at me. I'm so stuck, y'all. Normally I'm like with it and I'm exhausted. This is the weirdest thing. Look at my household. It's the first time it's been quiet in my household in like 3 weeks and I don't even know what to do with myself. Mackenzie's in her bedroom with her kitty. Kyle's off doing his thing, going from place to place. The girls are at school for 2 more hours. I don't even know what to do with myself. This is like the weirdest silence right now. I'm like, I've got my mammogram rescheduled. I told you guys that. I have IEP meeting, planning meeting Friday morning at 8:00. I have a doctor's appointment Thursday. What do I have tomorrow? I have something tomorrow too. When I'm done, and then I have injections where I'm going to be put under on Monday. Why do I do this to myself? Anybody? And the 29th, I have more injections that I'm being put under for too. That's 3 times this month that I'll have anesthesia. That's a little much. Hey, Stitching. She's got, yeah. Oh, Marcy, that's a good reminder. Hold on. I'll be right back. She needs to do that. Hey, sis. You need to put your clear liquid stuff that you want for tomorrow in the Walmart cart. You already did? Everything's in there? Okay. She's already got it in there. I got to order it. So I'll add to this what I need to finish my order. Okay. Thank you, Marcy. She already put it in there. Oh, stitching. Safe content. Meal planning. You guys, we are actually, me and the girls are in a new rabbit hole. We are going to talk about the Gypsy Rose situation. We're looking into it from like the different avenues and stuff because I really my take on that is so different. And I just find it to be disgusting that she's making money after murdering her mom and Nick sitting in prison. Like there's something with me that I can't sit well with this. Hey, Starry Night. So we're going to be talking about that too. And I'll get back into my normal content once the cult stuff. We've got a lot of cult stuff, and I've got Tim Ballard updates coming too. And I've got a whole lot more going on with that. But right now, I'm just trying to get through the week. Truthfully. I said to somebody today I was going to pass out permission slips for people to check off the internet and check into real life. Hey, Chronicles, we're just meal planning over here. I'm needing brain cells. Okay, so the 15th, I have injections. Hold on. I got to look at my calendar on my phone. Tomorrow, So Friday, I'm home most of the day. Thursday, I'm gone all day. So Thursday, I need to do something that I can put in the crock pot before 10:30 because I'm gone from 10 o'clock on that day. Which way do I want to go about this? I did make, hey, Fit and Curvy. I did get my breakfast burritos made too. They came in handy during my colonoscopy because I made the biggest mistake. I made fried tacos the other night. So I make, like, you take a taco shell and then you take refried beans. You make your whatever type of taco meat you like. I just use ground beef. Threw them in there. You take refried beans, your ground beef, your cheese, you roll it up, throw it in the air fryer or the oven, and it turns into like a tostada almost kind of thing. And then you add your toppings to it, lettuce and stuff. So I did that for them the night I was doing colonoscopy prep. So wrong decision. After I got home yesterday, I was looking in the fridge and I'm like, I'm hungry. I ate a leftover fried taco. Stupidest thing to do, to go right to grease, but it was amazing. It tasted so wonderful, but my stomach hated me afterwards. So yeah. So tomorrow I need to do something that I can, because I'll have all day to cook. Maybe I'll do baked potato soup tomorrow. That's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll make a fresh. Ooh, no. Sis, should I make a Nephilis soup? Oh, no, you can't eat it. But if I make it tomorrow, you could have it Thursday after. Should I do that? She says no. Okay, I'll wait and do that when she's okay. I'll make baked potato soup because then all I need to get, hold on, let me go check my pantry right quick. I've got rolls. Okay, I have a shit ton of potatoes. So I need cheddar cheese soup. I've got bacon. I need cheddar cheese soup and milk. And sour cream. You guys are just keeping me company. You guys are here for emotional support so I don't fall asleep, because otherwise I'm just going to take a nap, which is probably what I should be doing. Tacos. Yeah. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Well, some of you guys have seen this. I make breakfast burritos and then keep them in the freezer. They're individual packaged, so I can just throw them in the microwave and reheat them. And then I always try to keep some sort of frozen soup on hand. Ooh, I should do stew. Stew sounds really good too. You hate to cook. You tend to eat the same things over and over. We do too. We eat a lot of the same things over and over. So tomorrow night I'll do baked potato soup because I already have the bacon and I have potatoes. Thursday. Kenzie, do you want ribs or pork loin after your colonoscopy? Gives this the thought. Right, Starry Night? Yeah. She's been on a whole press junket tour. Bullshit. I don't know. It's just. Oh, ew. See, I don't drink coffee, so I don't have that issue. I don't have stew and dumplings last night. I need chicken. I need to get chicken. I'm out of chicken. Should I make ribs? Oh, I also have pork chops. I'll do. That would be easy to just throw on the grill when I get home. I'll do pork chops Thursday night. I'll get them out tomorrow. And then garlic herb potatoes and corn Thursday night. I need to get corn. Hey, Kathy P. Chicken and dumplings. Yeah. Maybe I'll do ribs Friday night. I got a really big package of ribs from Costco the other day, and they're really good. She probably won't eat at all Happy Life. That's what I'm thinking, because I ate that taco and then that was it. I bet she won't eat because hers isn't until 2:00 in the afternoon. But if I make baked potato soup tomorrow night, she'll have, what up, cheese? Spaghetti. Spaghetti isn't always easy go-to. Kyle hates spaghetti though. Me and Kyle, neither one likes spaghetti. The girls love it, but I hate it. But I make it for them quite often. Enchiladas, that's an easy go-to. It takes 5 minutes too. Pulled pork sandwiches, always good. Meatloaf. I like Swedish meatballs better than meatloaf. Ooh, maybe I should do that this weekend. I need to make Nefla soup. Maybe I'll do that Saturday. I'll make Nefla soup. Maybe I'll teach you guys how to make Nefla soup. I gotta get a whole chicken. Whole chicken and veggies. Okay. Chicken Alfredo. That's always a favorite in my house. We eat that probably way too much. Friday. See, all I need to get through is the 15th. So we're having steak and baked potatoes tonight, salad and garlic bread. We're having baked potato soup tomorrow, and I've got the rolls. The only thing I need to get is the little can of cheddar cheese soup, which I'll order now. I'll do my Walmart order. We'll have pork chops on Thursday, then Kenzie can eat whatever she wants. Red sauce for me is really hard. Hey, Shopaholic. You guys like spaghetti? See, red sauce for me tears my stomach up. It's really acidic for me, and I've just never been a fan. Friday, I could always do pizzas. I could just get some fruit. Maybe that's what I'll do Friday night. What do I have going? I have an IEP meeting Friday morning, but I have the afternoon, so I can cook. I don't want to do pork 2 nights in a row. That's a lot of soup this week, too. Oh, well, it freezes. Pork chops. Maybe I'll do pizza. We'll do pizza Friday night, and I'll just get a couple frozen pizzas, or we'll make homemade pizza. And then if I make Nefla soup on Saturday, then we'll do ribs on Sunday. And then we can have a fend for yourself Monday when I have my injections. Ha! We made it. Look at you guys are such great emotional support. I've been ignoring you. Hello Fresh Chronicles at Crockpot Roast. I made French dip the other night with a crockpot roast. Hey Britt. Hey, y'all coming in. Sorry. I'm sitting here talking to myself. A little bit Starry Night, but I'm not a big fan. My stomach hates it. Soup is great in this weather. Yes, I agree. Stromboli. Clemson girl, I have never had Stromboli. Brittany, if it's got very little sauce on it. Very little sauce, but otherwise it doesn't bother me. Kyle likes pizza. Yeah, we made it through. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got a whole week ahead. So I've never had pork schnitzel. Pork schnitzel. I got a really good roast from Costco and I made it in the crock pot. It was amazing. I need to get more crock pot liners because I don't like cleaning it. Added that to my list too. What else do I need? And the kids are back in school, so that's easy. We could also do like grilled cheese too one of these nights, I guess. Grilled ham and cheese or whatever. We also have like pizza rolls and, all the fun for yourself. We got the chicken bakes. Any of you guys like the chicken bakes from Costco? Kyle loves those. I'll do my bacon tomorrow for Wednesday. Or no, tomorrow is Wednesday. Jesus, Becky, get with it. We do breakfast for dinner quite a bit. That's what I did last night after my colonoscopy. I had 2 rolls of sausage, threw them in. I made a whole bunch. I made all the breakfast burritos last night. So finished that off, froze up the rest of them. Or I'll make pancakes or whatever for the rest of them too. Breakfast for dinner is always like an easy go-to. Cheap, fast, and easy. Yeah. Oh, Pete, I'm sorry. I had such a great experience with mine, honestly. That's why I always want to, I want to take that stigma away. Like, people hate talking about colonoscopies, but it is one of the most preventable cancers if caught early. And it's one of the most under-detected, and it's deadly, like really deadly, because people usually find it way too late, and people need to understand there is no shame in it. I have polyps again, which I had precancerous polyps 3 years ago. And I have inflammation in my colon. They took a shit ton of biopsies, and I'll get my results and it'll be fine. But I heel clicked on my way out of there yesterday. Everybody else was like walking out all like, I'm like, vroom. I get so much, it's like crack for me when I'm put under. I don't know why. I get so much energy. Everybody always says after surgery, they go home and they just sleep. I can't. I'm like wired. I'm the complete opposite. I'm like cleaning everything, bouncing off the walls. It's terrible for me. Propofol for me is and they were great. They put the bite block in and I was still talking. We were having all sorts of conversations. That for me is one of the easiest procedures ever. People need to get them done though. People need to stop the stigma about them and get them done because it's one of the most deadly cancers. Colonoscopies are a breeze. Yep. And I had my little IV in my hand. No big deal. No big bruising. She was amazing. It was all great. Loved the anesthesiologist. He was freaking amazing. We had we talked about so much, but being a heart patient, those are things are a breeze. Yep. The prep is always the worst part for sure. For sure. Kenzie's a pro at them too. We got all of her prep sitting right here. Of course, she goes to the same gastro I do, so. All of it right here, ready to roll. She starts hers tomorrow. Yeah. Sunday night, I was being an asshole. Well, not really an asshole. I thought I was really funny because I was texting my friends and saying I'm a true queen sitting on my throne, hanging out in the bathroom. Kyle was just laughing because I would walk to the one side of the house and I'd go running back across the other side of the house. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Don't talk to me right now. I can't stop." And then I started coughing. That was a terrible thing. Prep is the worst part, but people need to stop being afraid of them because they need to get them done. They need to get them done. It's nothing. It's a lickety split. Vaseline's a good help. Ooh, pizza monkey bread sometimes too. Pillsbury flaky containers. That's good. Oh, Clemson girl. Now you're talking. Rapper, we're not doing that stupid shit. Goodbye. That's not the good rapper, obviously. That's the dumb rapper. Blood disorders are so complex. Yes. Yes, for sure. That's the idiot rapper. That's not the good rapper. Hey, Cambry. What are you guys all up to? There's 44 of you in here. You guys all bored like me? All in 1, 2, 3. Hello. You guys are just keeping me awake. Look it. We already got that done. Then I will get what groceries I need for the rest of the week and be done. Look at me go. I'm ahead of the game. Ham and cheese make. What is that? Cheese, can you just come cook for me, please? That would be wonderful. I don't even know half the shit you're talking about. It's like all these like fancy things. Oh, yeah. That's crazy, Britt. Vicodin does nothing for you. Yeah. I don't know what's in that medication, but it makes me like, I'm tired today. Like today, I'm exhausted because I had a hard time sleeping last night. And then my stomach was a little upset last night. Of course, I did it to myself, though. I ate a greasy ass fried taco when I came home afterwards. Stupid. That was stupid. But you're diamond painting, working, of course, of course. You're hard to wake after general anesthesia. Oh, starting to, you know what he did yesterday? He put lidocaine in my vein before he gave me the propofol. It was, you know how normally it like burns and you feel like, oh my God, this is gonna, how long is it gonna take? I actually was sitting there just chilling. They put the bite block in and I was still talking. We were having a conversation about all the different things I had. And he goes, okay, you're gonna stop talking in a few. And I was like, should we see how long it takes me to, that was all I remember. And then I woke up and he came out and he was like, how you doing? And he's like, you trust me now? And I'm like, yeah, of course. They were great though. Like the whole team was just amazing from start to finish. Oh, Lurker, I'm so sorry. That is so hard to find. When I had to try and find my ex-mother-in-law long-term care, like a in-home facility, she had Lewy body dementia and Alzheimer's and Lewy body dementia and Parkinson's, excuse me. And that because Lewy body is one of the most violent, there's a lot of facilities that won't take him. Plus, with her insurance and stuff, it was so hard. She ended up being an hour and a half south of where we actually lived, even to find a facility. And then it was it was pretty shitty, but it was hard to find something. That takes forever. Have you gotten a caseworker potentially? I don't know if that could help or not. That's just such a hard. You throw in a jar of Alfredo sauce into the spaghetti. Ooh, does it not curdle all in 1, 2, 3? 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Hey, Tazzy. Ham and scalloped potatoes. Oh, that's what I should make. I should make a ham and Mormon funeral potatoes. Yeah. Yeah. Starry night, it really is. It was hell. It was honestly hell. She didn't even make it 3 years. You get the lidocaine all the time, Happy Life? See, I think that was a first for me. And it did make a difference. He was so cool though. He was previous EMS. So I'm like, I love asking anesthesiologists and like doctors random questions. Like we got into a big discussion about how I have all of the medical shit that nobody wants because there's not like a straightforward answer on any of the stuff I have. In fact, there's some little twit that runs around in the comment section that says that POTS is for the people that just make shit up in their minds. No, bitch. Some of us have completely ridiculous forms of POTS that our entire heart rhythm is rewired. So until you know all the ins and outs of POTS, maybe you should shut the fuck up. But don't get me started on that. But we were talking about, and he was like looking at, because of course I have to have cardiac clearance and all that stupid shit. So he was looking at my AFib things and all of my different wiring, and he was like, whoa, that's some wacky shit. And I'm like, yeah, it's a little screwy. And we were talking about how so many illnesses are not straightforward and medical advancements are coming so far, but then like things like autism, autoimmune issues, certain types of autoimmune issues, the wiring of like when you have complete autonomic failure, stuff like that, like it's so complicated. It's totally different. And he was amazing to have those conversations with, though. Like I love those type of conversations. And he was an EMT, so I was like plucking his brain about his worst accidents and stuff that he's seen. Hey Bree, hey Smiles. No, Lurker, don't ever apologize. Please do not ever apologize. I'm sitting here just venting to you guys. Yeah, accounting by day. That is a great. Please vent. Please vent. This is the island. These are your people. These people care. That is such like, and all of us at some point in time will be in those shoes. And you do not ever apologize for venting or talking about what you're going through. That is so intense. I just wish I could hug you. I like, or take some of the stress off. Like those are situations that are absolutely devastating. And when you get the door shut in your face over and over and over again, because it's so hard to find skilled care, good skilled care too, it is. And you're dealing with insurance issues, and then you have to deal with, oh yeah, no. Mm-mm. Please don't ever apologize. Yeah, you need to let that out wherever you feel safe. And this island is your guys' island. You guys kick the fuckers off that don't belong here. You know that. We built this island. We just get rid of the pieces of shit that don't belong over here. While other people are stressing about whose business they're in, we're all just trying to deal with our own business and ignore it. Ooh, yes, please. Clemson girl, yes, please. I would love that. I need to get back to doing my recipe posts. We used to do that. I'll do that. I'll start doing that on this page. I'll start doing a like share your recipes posts on this page. Come February, I have a new schedule, how I'm going to do content, what I'm going to do. Kyle and I will be doing content on this page. I will be doing cult content and bullshit content, like actual content. I'm actually going to be doing some podcasting stuff with somebody else, and we're going to be talking about like prison reform and people working as informants, like not weird conversations, but conversations that aren't really had. Especially in this space at all. It's weird to me. I don't know. We're going to be talking about Gypsy Rose stuff, but come February, I will have like things will be calmer in my life, hopefully. So, ooh, geez, that sounds good too. You took an online test. Brie, I've never heard of that. Kathy P, how are you feeling, Kath? See, hey Vic. Britt. Oh no. Kenzie, did I ever tell you guys about the story about Kenzie when she was, I think it was her first colonoscopy. I don't know if she's awake. She was taking a nap, but I think it was her first colonoscopy. It was at Seattle Children's. I don't know what she was having done. She was having some procedure done that she had to be put under for. And she came rolling out of the operating room. And all the nurses, and you could hear them in the recovery room just giggling back there. Like I was in the patient's or the parent waiting room. And she was inpatient at the time. So it wasn't, I was down there in my pajamas, I'm sure. And you could just hear them giggling. And they come out to get me and they're like, you can come back. And they're like, so she's been giving us dating advice. And I'm like, what? She was like 16 at the time. Rapper. Dude, how many accounts am I going to ban today, you dumbass? Anyways, she was telling them all still on whatever she was, that they all needed to be on farmersonly.com. That's where they would find the loves of their lives, was farmersonly.com. Don't even ask me where she got that. She was 16. She had them rolling. They were rolling. It was the cutest thing ever, though. And I'm like, don't ask me where she got this shit. I have no idea. But she is freaking hysterical. Both of us, I think, we're usually pretty funny when. Yes, cheese, we are. Hell yeah, we are. Because that's relatable. Why do people want to talk about shit that's just, I don't know. I get so sick of that stuff. Like, let's talk about relatable content that people that like can identify with, or like have family members in, or, to me, that's important topics to talk about, because unfortunately a lot of informants end up worse off in their addiction too. There's that. I know that firsthand. I know some DTF officers, drug task force officers, who have manipulated female informants into falling in love with them. Meanwhile, they were married, and used that to their advantage and got those people in way worse shit. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, you got a Dolly Vision account too? You are a wacko today. That's not the rapper we like. Sorry. Hey, Emery. Yeah, I know, cheese. When we do that, you'll have to come join me one night. Hey, Devious. Oh yeah, Devious, we just sit over here and BS. You're not losing it, Vic. It wouldn't be the first time. We all lose it. Y'all, I'm so sick of watching these people. Can any of you tell me that you're not sick of the Soto case and how bad it's being exploited right now, and all the speculation and theories that are going on with it? Emery, we're on the other channel. We're on this channel. I don't have memberships or anything on this channel. This is just my goof off channel. Y'all, we just came on. For those of you that got here late, we did my weekly. We just did a week to finish out the week of meal planning, and then I made my grocery list that I need. That's what we did. You guys are just keeping me awake. I'm on my iPad streaming in my living room. I'm downstairs today even. Which one, Peace? The Soto case? That I'm Smiles. I have a few episodes every day. Oh, accounting by date, and this will be something you really, I think, will love too, because we can get into the demographics about like the racial inequalities in prisons and stuff too, and some of the stuff that's going on. Have fun, shop. You have so much energy. I'm sitting here like trying to stay awake for 2 more hours or hour and a half until my girls get off the bus, and you're like, I'm off to boot camp after working a full day. You make me feel lazy. You're cleaning your bedroom. I did that the other day. I was on the phone with somebody and cleaned all my bathrooms, and then I got laundry. Laundry's an never ending thing here to do. Yeah, Betty, it is wild for sure. Prisons here, and we have one of the big, huge federal prisons right here in Arizona too, where a lot of the WITSIG and stuff go. There's a lot we can talk about with that whole thing. Like Tucson is where a lot of high profile inmates are housed. Oh, Emery, he is terrible. You're having a cigarette. Oh no. Oh, Bree, I'm sorry. And by the way, Bree actually has a job that she's talking about. Like, she ain't reporting me or just some random frivolous stuff before anybody gets their panties in a wad. Bree's a professional over here. Shock. But you still, I guess maybe that's what I get my workout running up and down 15 stairs every day. No shit. A house exploded? Jeez. Oh my God, you and Kyle would have, Kyle and I have some stories of going into a trap house one time to get one of my friends. And I've got a lot of stories. I've got a lot of stories that people would be like shocked that I have. There was guns pulled. There was a gun in sweatpants. Like, yeah, there. I've lived a whole life of shit people aren't expecting. I've had taxmen come to my house. Yeah, yeah. That's what happens when your sister gets mixed up with the wrong bunch. Hey, Miss Leah. I know. Laundry's just a never ending thing. Could it just learn to do itself? The Gypsy Rose. Oh, the Natalia Gray stuff. Oh, I'm so disappointed in all of that. I'm so disappointed in all of the Natalia Gray stuff. Like, everybody failed that poor kid. Everybody did. And then there's stories that she told in that, though, too, that I just can't get behind. And I'm like, shut up, Becky. The Gypsy stuff, though, I keep thinking, and that's one thing that we were talking about. I was talking about that with two different people today. I don't know much about the whole part of Nick. Like, oh, Vic, there's no way. I couldn't even listen to anybody talk about that stuff because it drives me nuts. Like, even seeing it on TV, like the second family that got her, the one that's in the documentary or whatever docuseries, who stormed out of the interview. I just want to smack the ever living shit out of that guy to begin with. You work in prison healthcare. Starry Night, that was, to me, that is fascinating. That's the stuff that really fascinates me. Yeah. Is it the Florence Supermax? Jeez, let me look. I know the Tucson is, there's a lot of high profile guys housed here. It's a high security federal prison. It's where Dipshit was assaulted. The cop who killed George Floyd. Florence, Arizona. That's in Florence, yeah. Florence, Arizona. Oh, Smiles. That's some interesting shit. That is, yeah. Kensington Avenue. That is a whole, that's a whole world in itself. Betty, I'm going to. Yep, I'm going to. I'm doing a little bit more in my free time though this week. This week is crazy for me, so I'm probably won't do a whole lot of like deep dive content because that's stuff that I want to actually like go back and be able to timeline and like detail. And I want to focus kind of on the Nick part of it because I hate the fact that she's exploiting that she murdered her mom. She's making money off of murdering her mom. People are defending her like she's a fucking celebrity. She did a whole press junket, and I have empathy for her. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a screwed up situation. But I think she's manipulative. Sorry. I think she's manipulative as hell. Really, Vic? Are they? I wouldn't. It can be really exploitive. There's some of that. Hey, Peg, how are you? Ooh, yeah. Bree, that's good stuff too. Kensington Ave is it just breaks my heart. It's such a sad reality. It's like here in Phoenix, though, there's a lot of people that film here in Phoenix. Lost in Phoenix is one, and then Tales from the Streets is another, and it's really sad. Oh, by the way, you guys, I got these lashes. I tried Amazon lashes. I'm not doing a close up right now because I look like shit. But these are great. They're a little bit thicker band than the Flutter Habit ones, but they were $7 for 5 pairs. Who can go wrong with that? I'll tell you how they wear though. Today's day one. So we'll see how they work. What up, PG? Yeah, it's really sad. Purge your craft room. Emery, it's gotten so bad. She gets out of prison and goes right to Good Morning America. I mean, I get she was abused. Like, I'm not taking that away. But she was involved in the murderous. I don't know. I'm just. And there's so much more to the story of her mother, too. Like, there's just so much. Ooh, Peas, it's a lot of drug addiction and homeless and really, really terrible stories. Yeah, cheese, that's what I don't think. So I think it's going into other places, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think she's making money per se, but she's making money per se. I don't know how to explain that, but after I do my research, maybe I will be able to tell you how they're. Yeah, stitching, but I got questions on some of that too. And not to offend anybody, but I don't know. I've got some questions on that. I as a mom of a kid that has chronic illness, you know how hard it is to get doctors to do anything? Like, yes, you can. Yeah, cheese, you absolutely could. They would look amazing. And it would probably work for your Craigslist ads next time. No, happy life. Absolutely. Yep, I know. There's a lot that needs to be talked about. My uncle was a prison guard for over 25 years. No, Vic, I didn't. Hey, mystery. I didn't. New soup bowls today. No soup for you. Why did that come out? Soup bowls. Who was that? Who said that? No soup for you. Where is that off of? Is that Seinfeld? She almost told her it was okay. No shit. Yeah, see, I don't know on that though. Emery, I don't know on that. I'm torn on some of that. I'll come back to you guys and tell you what I think about it after I do more research. But right now, I'm like, I have some questions here that I don't know. Seinfeld. Okay. Thank you. Okay, that's what I thought. That's like the only quotes I know. It's a matter world. Absolutely. I know. I know. Stitching, I'm just like, I wasn't going to do it, but the people, and then people that are speaking out against her that had ties to her are being threatened and attempted to be silenced by her and other social media people that are exploiting her story and like buddying up to her to like protect her in some. I don't know. This is all just. I'm not really sure where I sit right now, but right now I could tell you honestly, I'm not feeling very great about it. Oh, hold on. Am I still there? Okay. The other thing I got accomplished today was I got 2 prior authorizations dealt with. So 2 medications covered by insurance. Finally. I'm so excited. Yeah, Starry Night. That's what I wonder though. Like, see, for me, I need to know more about. I've watched the documentaries, but that doesn't give you like good insight into a lot. I want to know the reality of what those fucking doctors were doing because they dropped their oath, and the caseworkers in pediatric hospitals, and maybe it's changed over time, but there ain't no way Kenzie's doctors, when she was a pediatric patient, or Alana's doctors, they have to have like Alana was diagnosed off of MRI, like MRI. Kenzie was diagnosed off of MRI, colonoscopies, like blood work, actual, not just differential diagnoses. I don't know. Like so the doctors failed her, the case management, like there's a lot of stuff that's weird. They definitely failed her from start to finish, and that's why I'm like, but it's like she learned to be manipulative to survive too, in a way. I don't know. And then the whole piece of it for me, I want to know what Nick's capabilities are, what he capable, was he. Bye, cheese. I'll be around like doing it. Hold on, you guys. Let me throw these back on the fridge. Emery, and now I'm hearing that there is potential that that the mom's mom, that Gypsy's mom, was potentially almost treated similar. I don't know enough about it yet. I'll tell you guys come. The mother drugged her. But is that her saying that, Peg? Or is there proof that she was drugged before those appointments? Because I have a hard time believing a lot of stuff. And what did she drug her with, and who was she getting the drugs from? I have a lot of questions that I can't answer. Starry Night, and wasn't there Hurricane Irma? Was it not? No, it wasn't Irma. The one that ravaged something about some of the medical records or something. I think they also fell through the cracks because of a tropical storm too. Crazy to say that, but now there's so much to do with like medical records and charts and stuff. Like, I don't know. There's just so many people that seem to fail this. Katrina, thank you, Vic. See, hi, babe.
Hey,
What's up?
I didn't want to interrupt.
You're okay. We're just making my grocery list and talking. I'm gonna stop my camera. We're gonna go outside for a minute. Yeah. I don't know. Addicted to. But who was she getting them from, Peg? A doctor had to have been prescribing them, right? And pediatric patients, see, there's just, I have so many questions because I know with a kid with chronic illness, two of them, like, that is such a, I don't know. And maybe it's because we were in a huge, like, top 10 pediatric facility, but they monitor every fucking thing. Like, I don't know how they got away with that. See, Peg, that's crazy to me. Negligence. Yeah, Celeste, see, that's what I have a hard time because nobody's talking about Nick. Starry Night, yeah, but that would have cost a lot of money. I know that's the story piece that she would doctor shop. I think there's so many holes in this story, to be honest. And everybody that I've seen cover it, who did really good coverage of it the other night, in my opinion, was Hidden True Crime. Lauren and her husband, John, did a really good discussion on it. I watched the entire thing and it was great. Hidden True Crime, Lauren and Dr. John, they did a really good, like, from multiple angles. And I was like, yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. There's just something else here. Oh, yeah. I've heard that. I've been seeing that crazy shit. Yeah, I feel sorry for Nick. And we're looking into like Nick's diagnosis and capacities and how that was all brought apart. There's I just don't know right now. I have so many questions and there's so many things that I don't know. And I've watched a ton of like all of the documentaries. I was all into all of that and I've answered all of a lot of these questions before, but now that it's coming back up again in the story, I don't know. There's just a lot more questions for me. I think he deserves to be in a mental health type institution versus, or, stable prison doesn't seem to be fitting. Yeah, Celeste, it was an excellent stream by Lauren and Dr. John. Excellent stream. I feel, yeah, I can't help it. My heart breaks for him. She's out here on Good Morning America and has, millions of followers on social media, and he's going to hit the rest of his life in prison. I don't know. There's just this is our system, though. This is why we need to talk about how fucked up our system is. How many people can become celebrity status for murdering their parent? I don't know. And you don't have to overlook or not have empathy for her situation. It was fucked up 100%. But if she was able to reach out and start dating, why wasn't she reaching out for help? I don't know. There's just questions I have. There's a lot of questions I have. It's so complicated, Peg. Yeah, it's so complicated. It's definitely not straightforward at all. Yeah, Britt, they do. They're mandatory reporters. They have an oath to uphold. That's why I'm saying like all the doctors failed her. That's what from experiencing and being a part of like big top 10 pediatric hospitals and having kids with chronic illness and really rare chronic illnesses. And there's just so many other things that they do. So I don't know how they got there. Granted, it was, years ago, but still, like, I just have a lot of questions. I have a lot of fucking questions because Kenzie has had the top of the top with neurologists and gastroenterologists and neurosurgeons and everything, like confirmed diagnoses and reconfirmed diagnoses and like just so much shit. Poor kid, the other day, I should have showed you guys a picture. She keeps getting these rashes all over her face and her face just turns bright fucking red. It's terrible. She's been going through hell. Yeah, Peg, see, you're bringing up a lot of my questions. You were right on my train of thought. Oh, yeah, happy life. Yes, there's so much trauma. Yeah, absolutely. And people don't understand like the recovery process. Yeah, absolutely. There's just so many questions I have about it, and I'm really intrigued by some of this stuff, and I keep seeing very one-sided coverage. Like people who are covering it seem to be one side or the other. Like they're all in one way or the other, and I think there's a middle ground. That's what I kind of see is like there's a middle ground, and so many people are responsible for failing this entire situation. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but absolutely mystery. Absolutely. I agree. There was a lot of people failed in this. No, happy life. I'm all about prison talk. Yeah. Yeah, they can be story night for sure. They can be real shitty. They, once they get big britches, a lot of them do residencies too. Like they will be at Seattle Children's for a period of time and then they're, for 5 years and then they're over in North Carolina. So you're constantly switching doctors in the pediatric areas too. The one thing I miss about Utah is Alana's rheumatologist was married to her pediatrician, so they were incredible. They were fucking incredible. I miss them. Bye, peace. Have a great day. Lurker, don't ever feel like you can't vent. You can vent anytime you want. Bye, Kathy P. You need to stay safe. Hunker down. Oh, Britt, did you not know they had her teeth yanked out? Her mom had her teeth pulled. Yeah, there's a whole thing with that too. And who the fuck did that without having medical necessity to do it? I don't know. Like, there's just so many people that were involved in this from start to finish because you don't just have one doctor. Like, there are so many different specialists and people you come in contact with in these. I don't know. This is so weird to me. Oh, yep. Celeste. See, that's where my heart is. Oh, Nicole, I'm so over it. I can't even tell you how over it I am. Oh, I am so over it. I can't even listen to that shit anymore. I've been listening to all sorts of other stuff in my free time. I pop in. See, I get deep in these research holes though, and people will like message me and be like, "Did you hear this person say this, or did you know about this, or did you know about that?" And I'm like, "Hell no," because I've been watching this. And did you? And then I'll come back with, "Did you know this, this, and this? And have you heard this?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't care about that." But back to the, I'm like, oh, I get so caught up on stuff like this. I'm all over the place. We got a case here in Arizona that I'm going to start talking about too. It's the Preston Lord murder that happened, and they're still fucking around with the indictments on his murder, and there was teenagers involved. They're called the Gilbert Goons. Crazy. It's crazy. If you were not following that shit, just wait. It is wild until you see it. There are affluent kids that are being protected. They all go to these charter schools. One of the kids is out of the country. Wild shit. And a poor kid lost his life, and it wasn't the first attack either by this group of people. And the people that are breaking it are like our local news articles. It's crazy. Yeah, Peg, that's crazy to me too. The teeth thing is just wild to me. Oh, Bree, really? See, EDS is a really hard diagnosis. EDS is a really hard one until you get a geneticist that knows what the hell they're doing. MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome, is a really hard one. And that usually goes hand in hand with certain types of POTS or pure autonomic failure. There's a website called dianet.org. It's got a lot of good information about my type of POTS and autonomic failure. A lot of people have been diagnosed with POTS post-COVID, and it's a totally different type of POTS, like totally different than what I experienced, not even similar in any way, shape, or form. It's really weird. I'm one of the very few people that has a pacemaker for POTS, and it has helped me a ton, but it's because of how my heart wires and how my fluctuation goes. Oh, Revival. I don't know who that was. Who was that did they fucking did an interview with the suspect? No. Are you see what is going on out here? These people are not, they're not law enforcement. They are affecting cases. Tattooed, I go really high. I had bradycardia issues. I was falling into the 20s and 30s and then shooting up over 200. I have a CLS pacemaker here. It's called a closed loop simulator. It's made by Biotronic, and it controls my pulse. They actually set it, and it downloads to my doctor every day at night. I have a little monitor thing by my bed. Yep, that's a cluster too. Yeah. Bree, that's what, when I had my pacemaker surgery, that's how they found out I had MCAS, because I had never had an allergic reaction to surgical glue, and my pacemaker split open. So you could, and don't ask me why. Don't. This is not medical advice. Please do not ever do this. But crime lines. Oh God, that makes me sick. I used a toothpick to measure. They asked me how deep the incision had busted open, and I used a toothpick to stick in there and tell them how far it had busted open. Not a smart thing to do, but that's all I had handy. And it broke open all the way. But I had never had allergic reactions. I had a wasp sting in the bottom of my foot. Babe, how long ago was that?
What?
My hornet sting in the bottom of my foot.
4 years?
Like 4 years ago, I got stung by a ground hornet and I got cellulitis from it. I got so sick from that. That was crazy. It was like going up my leg. I couldn't even get out of bed for a couple days. That was shitty. Hey, OG London girl, good to see you. Interviewed a suspect in the Michael Vaughn case. Yeah, I'm not watching that shit. No way. Mm-mm. Ooh, Emery, that sounds really good. Pulled pork and coleslaw sounds good. We figured out the rest of our meal for the week. I want to go with you. See, these people, this whole Soto case thing, what people are doing with that makes me sick. I am disgusted to watch what is happening there and the speculation and the channels that are popping up and busting out huge numbers because of it. And they'll go into like complete crazy speculation. Ooh, Brie, I honestly, best thing I ever had happen. I'll text you who my electrophysiologist is. I think you're close to him actually. And he's like the guru of all guru of POTS physicians. He's incredible. Dr. Blair Grubbs is his name in Ohio. He's who officially diagnosed my POTS. And he is an incredible human being. Thankfully, I don't have to go to him anymore because I have local physicians that can monitor it, and I do really well myself now. But yeah, Brie, Yeah, Dr. Blair Grubbs in Toledo, Ohio. I think that's where he still practices. It's been a few years. I saw him in 2015. I saw him on a Wednesday and he wanted to put my pacemaker in on a Friday. And I was like, can I go back home and have it done? So I actually had my local cardiologist in Washington State do my pacemaker surgery. So I was closer to home, but he's incredible. I was in there for 3 hours. He actually brought out a book of like the trauma POTS patients that have like fallen into glass tables. And he was like, look, honey, this is where you're headed. That's when I talk about they wanted to put me in a helmet and a bubble wrap suit. Well, actually, they wanted me to be in a wheelchair because every time I stood up, it was no joke. I've had a lot of injuries because of it. Funky coleslaw. I've never heard of it. Firehouse subs. We're all over the place. We're talking about cases. We're talking about controversial stories, and we're talking about food all at once. And weird medical mysteries. I love weird medical mysteries too. There's some medical cases that I would love to talk about and dive into because there's some really intriguing stuff. One of these days, maybe I should tell you guys start to finish like how my diagnosis went because all my stuff set off after my hysterectomy. I had a hysterectomy at 26 and by 27, I was passing out, falling on my face all the time. Ooh. You know, Britt, that's a good question. I'm sure that they probably did, but they also have a lot of trauma. And in my opinion, probably they had a lot of childhood trauma from the sounds of it. And they will talk about that in their stories. But they're really cool. Tattooed. I've had tattooed. Me and you there's so many of us that have so many. Ooh, Nicole, me too. See, you're a Crohn's patient too. See, we're all demented over here and like that shit because we're all. Ooh, tattooed. In 24 hours, I had 4 closed head injuries from passing out and hitting my head and lost all memory for a complete week. I should let Kenzie tell you guys that story because I wasn't coherent and don't know any of it. I've heard the stories, of course. And luckily, I had amazing people beside me the entire time, but I don't remember shit. That was a trip, though, to like have an entire week of your life that you don't remember anything. That's a little trippy. Cleveland Clinic is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
That was my whole college.
I've heard a lot of things about Cleveland. That was for other reasons, babe. I know you're okay, Smiles. We can talk about whatever. See, I don't really like to talk about my health stuff, because I never want anybody to feel that their health is not important or I don't ever want somebody to feel like if they're going into something similar to what I have, that they're doomed and gloomed, because I have there's a lot of differential diagnoses. Like I have a pituitary adenoma that they found when they were trying to figure out why I was passing out. And I've had lumbar punctures and blood patches. And I have a whole bunch of random stories I could talk to you guys about agreeing to having. Oh, I could tell you all about having an enema, being all fucked up, not realizing what I was agreeing to, and going in with an enema, and how interesting that shit was. I could tell you all sorts of stories that would have you guys on the floor laughing.
Yeah, tell them the details instead of me.
Poor guy gets to hear them all the time. He walks in all of these places, and I'm like all chipper and laughing with the doctors and stuff, and he's like, God, you're just a fucking mess. Like he came back to pick me up yesterday, and I was telling him about all the cool stories I was talking to the anesthesiologist with, and the anesthesiologist comes out and he goes, do you trust me now? And Kyle just looks and rolls his eyes like, Jesus. Becky made friends again with the anesthesiologist. Oh my God, Nicole. Oh, you guys, that I have a friend she's deaf. She is 100% deaf, and she was one of the ones that took care of me when I was really going through my pot stuff and passing out really bad before I got my pacemaker. And the poor thing, she didn't really understand what the nurses were telling her, that I was my options for the CT. So they had given her the option to like help me decide on an enema versus some other like drink thing. And she was like, just get it done fast kind of thing. And she told me, and I was like, okay. Well, she didn't hear what they were saying either. And then our other friend that was trying to help us didn't pay attention, and I agreed to it, and it was a whole shit ton of a mess. And I got back there and I came out of that room after we were done and I said, you mother effers, what did you just make me get into? Oh, gee. I just had mine yesterday. The colonoscopy went good. I have polyps, but they're a lot smaller because it had only been, 4 years. So I have polyps that they removed. Thankfully, they sent them off for biopsy, and I have inflammation in my colon again. No big deal. They biopsied everything, and hopefully I will find out officially, because I'm TTG positive and I have IG something, deficiencies, blah, blah, blah. All the things. And the sad thing is I could pull out all of this documentation and show you guys all these like stupid images and bullshit. We could go through all the fun shit. It's just stupid, but I'm so proud of you, OG London girl, for you getting here. You want to see the prep? Here, I'll show you. Hold on. My oldest daughter, who's 21. Oh, you guys are turned upside down. Hold on. If you're getting motion sickness, bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on. I gotta prop you guys back up. I'll show you. Depends on, do you have a delayed emptying system? Do you have to do a 2-day prep or a 1-day prep? Good times, right? Right, Drake? With Drake? Oh, 13. Jeez, Nicole, you and Kenzie probably have a lot of similarities. I'll show you the best prep. Depends on if you have a delayed emptying system, though. This is what works for me. This is what?
We go to Panda Express.
Miralax. You can get the generic. Milk of magnesia or magnesium citrate. And Docalax. And clear liquids. I have it all handy. I just did a colonoscopy yesterday. Nothing serious at all. We got there at 9 o'clock. I checked in. I was home by noon. But my gastro is amazing. Nothing to worry about. Everybody. Yes. So Docalax, if you want me to write it down, I will. They should send you, your doctor will send you your prep too. They will send you the prep to do. Like Kenzie has her sitting here for when she starts tomorrow. And they will tell you, like, depending on the time of it. No, not painful at all, OG London girl. I had a lot of biopsies and I'm totally fine today. And I even ate a greasy fried taco afterwards. Not painful at all. You go on clear liquids for a few hours. A blank slate. No, you need to reschedule that. I rescheduled my mammogram, ma'am. You get that on that schedule. Oh my gosh, Peg. That is the worst shit ever. Oh, OG London Girl, please do not cancel it and do not be scared. It is a simple IV poke. They did mine in my hand. You will have a simple IV. It is literally the worst part is the prep. You will just be the true queen you really are, sitting on the throne the night before. That's it. Just hopefully you won't have a cough because that's a whole mess in itself. But you will drink your stuff. It's gross tasting. It's not bad. You'll go in, they'll give you an IV.
Shut up.
And you will go off to Night Land. It's like I had an upper and a lower. So I had an EGD and a colonoscopy at the same time. You will be fine. No big deal. Home and no big deal. Please, everybody go get your colons checked. I can't say that enough. Colon cancer is one of the most preventable cancers if caught early. I will continue to stand on this. I had a huge polyp 4 years ago. Huge. And if they wouldn't have caught it, it would have been very disastrous for me. You're just going to take a 20-minute nap. You'll wake up. You feel like you have to pee and you have to go to the bathroom. They'll tell you that you don't have to. I heel clicked. Did I not heel click on the way out of there yesterday?
You did.
I literally heel clicked. I'm not even joking. Most of them, they make them like walk you out. The nurse has to walk you out. And I was like, watch me go. I got up, went to the bathroom on my own. I started stripping with I have no shame anymore. You're not, I was awake. I was still talking with the bite block in, still telling stories. Me and the anesthesiologist were still kicking. The nurse was laughing her ass off, and my gastro was in there just cracking
It's
up.
also weird. That's not normal.
What?
That's not normal being that happy at a, like.
It's the best nap ever. As long as you don't have any type of, you still have to get it done. Okay, a blank slate. Just promise me I'm going to check back with you on that, because that is something. Propofol makes me happy and wires me. Do I not get wired every time I have a procedure where I have to be put under?
Oh yeah.
I'm not joking. Other people like conk out and go to sleep. I'm like clean the house after surgery. I had my gallbladder out and I cooked Thanksgiving dinner 2 days later with all my incisions. I'm weird. So what did Brie? Colon cancer? Yeah. I think that's what you're talking about. OG London Girl, if you need any reassurance, you come to the right place. My 21-year-old has had them like every year. And she's a pro. She's doing her prep tomorrow. She is a pro. She hates the prep, but she does it like a champ. If she can do it, I'm not doing Revival. Revival, I'll send it to you in DMs. I still have it on my phone. I promise you I do. Yes, fit and curvy. I rescheduled my mammogram today, February 1st. I'm having my mammogram. I got my orders right here. I went and got my physical orders because they couldn't get it the other day. Please go get your boobies checked. I am OG London Girl. I am. I've had lumbar punctures. I've had to have blood patches because of spinal fluid leaks. I have to have MRIs. I'm supposed to have MRIs every 6 months because I have a pituitary adenoma, but because I have an MR, I have a pacemaker. For those of you that don't know, I have a pacemaker, which is just right there. In fact, me and my mother-in-law are twins now. She's got hers too. But I have to have it put into MRI safe mode. So there's only certain MRIs that usually they're really expensive MRI machines that can handle them. But I have to go through a lot of weird tests all the time. So colonoscopies to me are like 20-minute nap. Thank you. Revival has good, Cambry. Good. Yep. Mystery. Yep. Yes. Vaseline. I'm not joking. Please, Vaseline. Hemorrhoids are a thing, people. Come on. Most of you that have had children understand that that's just a natural thing too. Peg, this will be my first one. Fit and curvy. Yes. I know, accounting by day. I hate what he's been through. Yes, OG London girl, but I'm proud of you for getting it done because colon cancer is so prominent in people that have like rectal cancer, colon cancer. It is, especially for men. We've got to start talking about these and break the stigma of this, you guys. It is something that I preach about all the time. But Kenzie's grandmother had rectal cancer, and it has been a hell of a journey for her. And I've had friends that have colon cancer and have lost people at super young ages. I have my 32-year-old ex-niece is still fighting stage 4 colon cancer. So it is just something that, please go get your colons checked. Revival got all my corny jokes. Not literally corny, but I was like, today's a real shitty day on Sunday night. She was probably so sick of me by the time I was done with all my, I'm like, I'm a true queen sitting on my throne, texting her. She's lucky I didn't send pictures. That's me too. I would have sent pictures. Her and Ann. I'm over there just talking shit, literally. Oof, mystery. That's a shoulder surgeries. I need to have my shoulder redone because I can pull it out of socket just sitting here. I can put my shoulder back into socket with the milk jug. But we're over here just talking shit. Yeah, we're all talking shit. You want drama? You came to the right place. We're going to talk shit. The real important shit over here. I'm not it's true though. People need to stop. Peg, it absolutely is. Vic, typical age is usually around 50s. I started having them at 37. I'm 41 now, and I just had my second because of polyps. But if you have any history at all in your family on either side, please go see a gastro and let them know because they can do them. Insurance covers them. I think Medicare, I think they said Medicare will cover one every 10 years unless you're high risk. Then you can get them every 3 to 5 years. And if you're extreme risk or have issues, they'll cover them every year. Medicaid covers them, and a lot of private insurance companies cover them too if there's a need for it. Oh, Lisbeth. Yes, what Lisbeth said, and I'm so sorry for your loss. But I'm serious, like colon cancer, if you hear the statistics, and I can't quote them right now, I will actually get them and be able to quote them for you. There is a lot to do. Another thing that's really good for people with genetics. I'm going to screw this up again. There are certain genetics from certain parts of the country because we all of our ancestors migrated over here. There are certain things that they are finding, like autoimmune issues and certain types. Breast cancer is prominent in certain types. There's a lot of stuff that they can find by a lot of this stuff. Please go get them checked. It is nothing to be shamed about. It is nothing to be embarrassed by. These are seriously things that need to happen. Brie. Sorry, guys. My nose is still running. Me and my sniffles over here. And that's because I have chronic sinus infections, not because of anything else. Yeah, prep is nothing. It's no big deal. Honestly, you feel so good after for a while because it's instant way to lose 5 pounds. It snatches your waist right back into place. Like the fupa looks good for a few days. You're not all bloated and distorted. I mean, I always have my fupa, but good job, Twinkles. Yes. Yes, fit and curvy. See, this is the conversations we need to be having, people. I'm so proud of you for all talking about this stuff too, because every one of us has stuff. Everybody's struggling with something. Mental health struggles, they can do genetic testing for medications, for mental health medications too, by the way. A lot of insurance companies cover it. GeneSight testing is one of the companies. It's amazing. It'll tell you what you react to good. You can also do the stool. Peg is right. Yes. Blank slate. Thank you. I'll expect a date. Which part, Vic? Hey, Dynamite. Yep. Absolutely fit and curvy. We have to. Everybody needs to get their stuff checked. Cervical cancer, breast cancer, bladder cancer. We have people in our comment section that fight bladder cancer that are going through treatments of bladder cancer right now. And I've been getting updates and they're kicking ass and taking names. Elizabeth, you're such a trooper. I'm so proud of all of you, though. I'm so proud of you guys, especially those of you that have medical issues already. Please go get this stuff done. I know it's a pain in the ass. I know it's hard. And I am one that will put my health. I absolutely had to admit to Revival the other day. My health has gone to shit. Like the chronic sinus infections. I don't want to deal with having the surgery. I need to have my septum fixed because I have a deviated septum from a broken nose. And I need to have this infection cleared out. But I don't have time. My girls' stuff, like I got so caught up in taking care of Kenzie and the girls that I put my health to the wayside. And so now I'm playing catch up after moving to Arizona. And all my specialists are like, you're supposed to have this done every 6 months, Becky. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't have time for that. So, hey, Peter. Thyroid cancer, fit and curvy. Kenzie sees her endo on Thursday before her colonoscopy. Peter, I don't know you enough to say I love you. I love Kyle, though. Yeah, I do have EDS. Yeah, I have a variation of EDS, yes. Thankfully, I do not have the EDS with the vascular part, though. That is a whole other type. There's multiple types of EDS, and that is not, I do not have the vascular EDS. That is scary shit. That is a whole different ball game, and my heart breaks for those people. Oh, yeah. Miralax. If you're like my household and people take meds, that's it. If you have bladder issues, if anybody has bladder issues, here's another thing that people don't want to talk about. Urinary incontinence is a common thing for a lot of people, especially people with autism or sensory disorders or anything like that. And when they take medication for urinary incontinence, it sometimes causes them other issues. So we do a clean out every once in a while. So there's that. Oh, blank slate. I'm so sorry. I think when you have so many of these illnesses and like some of these are really like in the genre of not knowing, like there's just not straightforward information and every person is so different about them. You become immune and kind of, I have a very morbid sense of humor about this stuff, and medical stuff for me is, I don't know, it's intriguing. Vitamin D is a great one. Vitamin B. Breast cancer survivor. That's amazing. Full thyroidectomy. Holy shit, fit and curvy. That's amazing, though. I'm so glad you're here. Hypermobility. Oh, blank slate. Yeah. Marfan syndrome with cardiac issues. PEG. That's a whole world of people not even understanding that. I can't even imagine what you guys have gone through to get him diagnosed properly. See, my mamas in here that are caregivers and my caregivers in here that are taking care of their parents with Alzheimer's and dementia and all of the different things. You guys are all warriors. Vic, there you go. You were the support team. I'm proud of you. I'm sure she is freaking out. There's a reason. That's rational. Just validate her feelings and tell her she has every reason, but it'll be okay. Accounting by day. Oftentimes they do. It's not a necessary evil, but oftentimes they do. It's part of the autonomic dysfunction disorder. Dysautonomia is what it's called. It's under that umbrella, and they oftentimes do go hand in hand, but they're not always connected either. Nicole B, that's me. I quit having shame at like, I think my 4th, I don't know, I've had 3 laparoscopies, a hysterectomy, my gallbladder out, pacemaker surgery, loop monitor, implants. I had so many surgeries. I forget. I had my finger. Ooh, I should show you guys those pictures sometime. We could talk about burns too. That we have a lot of people that have been burn victims. PCOS. Oh my gosh. PCOS is that's Kenzie. Accounting by day. Kenzie has PCOS and thyroid issues. She's got Hashimoto's. Fit and curvy. I love that. No, I do the same. I'm twisted like that too. I have a very morbid sense of humor. Ah, yeah, Vic, that's the way to be. And you know what? She's getting it checked out and they will be able to figure it out. Hopefully it comes back negative. Hopefully it's a fluke. But even if it isn't, I'm sure she's a warrior and she'll get through it. She's got a very good support team with you. Ah, Peg. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I will say this though, when you have kids with chronic illness, it's a whole nother level. When you have kids that go through 10 times worse than what we do, it was one thing going through it myself, but it's a whole other world watching Kenzie go through stuff or my nieces and watching them get poked and prodded. Like that bothers me. And it's so disheartening to be the caregiver and have nothing in your control and having watched them. Kenzie is a warrior. Kenzie has had some of the most horrendous shit done and takes it on the chin. And she is strong as an ox when it comes to that. And she has a morbid sense of humor. She makes the craziest jokes. She always has the nurses laughing. The doctors always love her. She's like the excellent patient that everybody loves, and she's extremely complicated. Crohn's medications do mess with teeth, absolutely. Comorbidity, yeah, absolutely. And when you can't get in to see specialists or you don't have specialists in your area, see, some of us take it for granted because I live in an area that the medical world is huge here. Like there's so many doctors and specialists and stuff, but people that live in like small town and they have to travel and stuff. When we were in Washington State, we used to drive over 3 hours over the pass for Kenzie's pediatric appointments and then drive back over. And it was chaos. And it was just me and the girls. Graves disease. Yeah. Oh, County by day. I'm so proud of all of you in here, though. We have some real big warriors in here. Those of you that beat cancer and so many other things. Oh, blank slate. She got the genetics. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, absolutely, Fit and Kirby. We got to take the stigma away because more people need to go beyond these preventative measures. There's things that we can do to prevent this stuff, and we are losing people so young because people are afraid to have these discussions and talk about it. Colon cancer in men, like this has got to be something we stop doing. Hey, SoFlo Mama, having a great day. We're just talking about we're talking a lot of shit over here, literal shit. Oh, sorry, Night. That's hard. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Emery, there's a ton of Crohn's medications that can be very helpful. Dog Daddy, I have not, Lisbeth. YouTube channel? Yeah, a blank slate. That's why we always will live in an area where that's why we moved to Utah was Kenzie's trigeminal neuralgia. And then we left out being here because there is, I mean, Phoenix Children's is here and there's a million and one amazing specialists here. I am so happy with my specialists so far. I love my heart doc, love my gastro, love my primary care. Yeah, mystery. I'm not a fan of Intermountain. I loved cancer or Huntsman Cancer Institute. That's where Kenzie saw all of her radiation oncologists and stuff for the TN, and her neurosurgeons and stuff were at Huntsman. That was amazing. Primary, I've had good and bad experiences there. Her rheumatologist was there. It was great. Some of the Intermountain doctors are okay. Some of them not that great. Granger has some good ones. Some of them suck. It's hit and miss up there. And I was just sick of that whole like every single one was an old white male doctor, like pretty much. And they were all stuck in their same ways and they're not like up to date. University of Phoenix is really good for up to date. Like they do different treatments and stuff. Like Kenzie's had dry needling, trigger point injections. Like she's had lidocaine infusions, all sorts of crazy stuff. But ooh, fit and curvy, I'm sure. I've never heard of Dog Daddy. Graves' disease is a rough go for sure. Yeah, SoFlo. We were just talking about all that. Marcy, you are so on the go. Yeah, that's why you're always on the go though. You wear me out. Oh, that's amazing. Story Night, that's great. Ooh, that's cool, Elizabeth. I'll have to look into that. Oh, my grandfather had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. You've had bad luck, Nicole. That. Ugh. Yes, absolutely. OG London girl. Yeah. And you know what? That's what people need to remember too. They work for you. If you're not comfortable, go to another one. Go to another one until you have somebody that validates and hears you and listens to you and doesn't make you feel like you're losing your mind. Catherine, my test went amazing. I will get my biopsies back in a couple weeks and we'll go from there. I have inflammation in my colon and I had some polyps removed but my EGD went really good too. So that was good. Oh, mystery. That's hard. See, I don't know anything about that guy. I'm going to have to look at him now. You guys have me all like, oh, really, Elizabeth? I'll have to look into it. I have to look into it now. Yes, get a second opinion. Do not ever make you like if you are going through stuff. And here's the other thing with a lot of these illnesses too, especially with autoimmune or like stuff in the dysautonomia world, you will get a lot of differential diagnoses. You will get a lot of like, well, it could be this, and they will start hunting and finding stuff. Like for my instance, I have a incidental noma. Basically, it's the pituitary tumor that they incidentally found when they were trying to figure out what was causing my passing out. Don't let that stop you. If I'm so lucky I had EMTs though that they saved my life, to be honest. It was the EMTs and a cardiologist that were like, nope, this is what it is. We're positive of it. We just got to I waited 2 years on a wait list to see the doctor in Ohio. 2 years. And it was 2 years of hell, but they kept me through it. It was just continue to go. You are in charge of your health and also the other thing that's super important with chronic illness is mental health therapy. It is a whole thing, and people discount this all the time. It is a grief process when you are starting to get diagnosed or you're not able to do the things you once were. Do not ever discount a therapy, even if you go once a month. It is so important because you start feeling like you're losing your mind. You start feeling like this is not actually happening, especially when they start rolling out test results and blood work that's all fucked up. It is so important because mental health and physical health go together. If your mental health starts to decline, your physical health starts to decline. There is nobody that's ever going to convince me different. In fact, I think Kenzie's stuff came out so much younger than it should have because of what she dealt with from my health. Hey, Mercedes girl. Yeah. Accounting by day. You guys are warriors. Yep. Yep, Catherine, for sure. Advocate. And if you are not good at advocating, ask for a patient advocate. They're there for a reason. Yeah, mystery. Yeah, it's hard. It is definitely hard. That's a juggling act, especially when you're on state insurance, but keep fighting because there is avenues. It might take a while, but there is avenues that you can work around it. There are resources, there are case management companies. It's a battle. And for those of you that don't have insurance, please seek your state websites and find if there's resources. There's low-class clinics that have some amazing doctors that volunteer their time. There are free clinics in a lot of the big cities that you might have to travel to, but they do volunteer their time. And if they diagnose something, then a lot of times, if it's a chronic condition, you can get medically necessity Medicaid. There's options. Yes, counseling is so important. Kenzie, that's the only reason why Kenzie is as tough as she is. She's been in mental health therapy. Oh, it was such a relief today. I think I'm floating on cloud nine because just having one of the girls back into mental health therapy today and talking to a therapist too, it was like, we're getting back on track. Yep. Yep. You have to advocate for yourself, Lisbeth, for sure. Are you fucking joking, Nicole? Yeah, some of them are. And you'll get people that, I for a while there, I thought it was all in my head. I was the one like, God damn, I don't care what this is at the end of the day. Just diagnose me with something and figure it out. If it's mental health shit, I'll deal with it. Because there are things like there are, people have anxiety and depression and stuff. When I finally got the results that I did have POTS and all of the different things, because they did an implanted loop monitor for me. I wore an implanted, like not wore, it was surgically implanted. That's how we confirmed what I had. And it was mind blowing to me. It was mind blowing. Jeez, Marcy, see, that's why you're all over the place. You spend so much time in the vehicle. Yes. Yep. Sorry, Nate. Thank you for saying that. Sometimes, yep, mystery. Sometimes it is. I'm a liability to any employer because of passing out. So anything around hot stuff, like wishful thinking. Hey, I know, Fit and Curvy. We're over here like preaching at the beginning of the year. Go get your colons checked. Go get those boobies checked. Meet that deductible right off the top of the year. It's important, though. These are the conversations that need to be had. Blank slate. See, I don't have, luckily, knock on wood. That is one specialty that I don't know much about is oncology. I did with my ex-brother-in-law. He had more hematologists though. He had a rare type of blood disease, blood cancer, and it was it caused blood clotting. We almost lost him. He was in the ICU. It was a whole thing. But his daughter's the one that's going through colon cancer too. It's just, yes. Yeah. Catherine, we have Mayo here, but they don't take our insurance, but we do have a Mayo clinic here. Oh, Emery, I'm so sorry about your loss. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, Nicole B, 100%. I will 100% say that stress and stressful trauma situations absolutely will bring out health, like autoimmune issues. Absolutely, because your body is going through. I swear that's why Kenzie, her stuff started after mine. I swear to God, it was her mental health. Oh, counting by day. We're going to all help each other. Bye, Smiles. Yeah, OG, that's hard. That's really hard. But I'm proud of you for getting your health in check and having peer-to-peer counseling. Like, that's amazing. I'm proud of all of you guys. Look at y'all go. Hey, Chica. It took you 5 years. Yes. Yeah. Chica, I was diagnosed officially in 2015, but I had had it since 2011. 2010 actually was my first real. I was diagnosed in 2011, but they were still like tossing around. I don't know if that's what it is, and they were still doing all these tests. And then I wore a loop monitor, and then I was confirmed like by the big wigs, the people that know what they're doing, in 2015. And I have been thankful ever since. I have gotten on a good regimen, but POTS is it's hell. It's day to day for sure. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to all of you that are going through stuff. Here in the Cleveland, I've heard great things about it, Blank Slate, but I've also heard some negative things too. Hopefully you will have. some great experiences. Nicole, we're proud of you too. I'm proud of all of you guys. Yeah, Vic, we should. I will do that. I will do that. We will check in. Mystery POTS is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. It's under the dysautonomia heading. It affects people way differently. It's often seen in a lot of teens, a lot of women with hormonal issues. It causes all sorts of different things. It sometimes goes hand in hand with other things like mast cell activation syndrome, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's been diagnosed a lot after COVID for long POTS patients. They've developed POTS, but it's postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome is what it is. Not to be confused with orthostatic hypertension. Yes, Miss Leah, you need to. Yeah. You're always, Marcy, you're always on the go. You are always on the go. Yeah, accounting by day. I will. Good idea. I will. I'll take it down because people are being open for sure. Yes. Thank you guys. I will take that down. Tilt table test, man alive. Oh, you passed it to your kid. I'm so sorry, Chica. I'm so sorry for both of you. Tilt table tests are a bitch. That's the weirdest feeling in the world with that adrenaline shot. Pete, thank you. I'm proud of all of you guys too, taking care of this stuff. Yes, you do, Blank Slate. I am proud of you. Now I'm going to be following up to make sure that they scheduled it. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off here because my littles are coming home in a few. And I'm going to get ready. You guys have kept me company. We got my rest of the week done. I'm having that injection on Monday. That's a little weird. I don't know. I might have overdone it this month. I have the piriformis muscle injection on the 15th, and I'm having sedation for that. And then I'm having the caudal injection, a second one, on the 29th. So I'm having sedation for both of those, but they'll be like conscious sedation, I'm sure. You didn't even have to have the shot. Ooh, Chica, I'm sorry. Ooh, if they didn't get to that part. Oh, I'm so sorry. No. Mystery. Look at Dianet.org. Dianet, DINET.org, or dysautonomia, and you'll learn a whole lot about it. There's POTS that is like more into the autonomic, like pure autonomic failure type. There is the pure heart stuff. And then there's a lot of like dehydration. It causes gastro issues. It causes all sorts of stuff. I have chronic dehydration issues. I'm very heat intolerant. You guys all have a great day too. Thanks for hanging out with me and chatting about this stuff. It was really nice just to bullshit with you guys and talk about, hey, Berg, sorry. I'm proud of all of you. Thank you, wishful thinking. Everything's good here. We're all good here. My colon's cleaned out. We're good here. I did good. We're all good here. Chica, yeah. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Fellow Potsies. For all of you, if you don't know what the spoon theory is either, go research the spoon theory. For those of you struggling with mental health issues or with medical issues, go look into the spoon theories. You all learn about us being spoonies and what that means to be a spoonie and how that actually affects your day-to-day life. And remember, you have to take care of yourself at the end of the day. A lot of you are moms. A lot of you are caregivers to other people that are going through their own health issues. If you don't refill your cup and take care of you, you're not there to take care of other people. So please do some self-care for yourself this week. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a box of Oreos in the closet crying. I don't care if it's some tears in the shower. I don't care if it's whatever you need to do to reset. Please do something for you this week, because so many of you, especially after the holidays into a new year, we all have a million things going on. Please go do something for you, because you can't refill and pour into others all the time if you're not pouring into you. And please don't ever be ashamed to talk about your mental health and needing therapy, needing somebody to talk to, have a support system. It's so important. Yes, all my spoonies out here. All right, y'all. Kathy, keep us posted. Stay safe for all of you in the areas of horrible storms. Please stay safe. I know a lot of you guys are getting crazy winter weather, tornadoes and things. Please stay safe. Keep us posted. I will see you guys all. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow, actually, because I don't really have much going on. And then Thursday I won't. Group hugs. Marcy, I'm glad to hear that. Mercedes girl, my caregivers out here, you need to, you need to. You know, I'm going to get on your guys' asses because you guys pour into stuff. Lurker, by the way, sending you huge hugs, and to mom. I hope you're doing okay. And don't ever apologize for venting or talking about what you're going through, because none of you stop apologizing for dealing with life and the struggles you're through. To all my mamas out there that are taking care of my autism kids and all of our special needs kids, please go do something for yourselves too. That's a hard world that nobody quite understands the frustrations, and you try and try and try every day. And sometimes it feels like everything is failing, and it's not you that's failing. Unfortunately, there's no simple answer for that, and you just have to go through it, and you just one step in front of the other. All right, with that, I'm off my soapbox. Bye, y'all.